Well, a draw at Holyhead today, Sean. It's never an easy place to go to, is it?
It's not, no, it's not. I remember coming here as a player and it's a bit of a hostile atmosphere. I said to the boys at the start, it's about, whether you swim or sink, to be fair. But, credit to, I thought both sides had their spells in the game, and it probably was a decent one night for the neutral. But I've got to commend my players because we've shown tremendous character, and it's one of the fundamentals for us in showing that togetherness and showing that spirit. And we were knocking on the door, and then obviously we get caught with a sucker punch. To be fair, it's a good finish from Mel. But we reacted well. We changed the shape a little bit to try and force the issue. Obviously, Kev Lloyd come on to make his another debut for us. The goal itself might have been a little bit fortuitous, but sometimes when you've got a left foot like Nathan's, and you've got the wind the way it is here as well, he's obviously used the wind. It's gone over pitch, and we've got ourselves back in it. And I think probably on the reflection of the whole game as a 90 minutes, it's probably a fair result. We have had chances, but yeah, I think teams that come here would take a point at the start of the day any day, without doubt.
Yeah, there was a strong wind in that first half, Sean. It always seems to be applied by the home side, that they use the wind. They did do that, but how happy were you that our players stood up to that in the first half and managed to keep them out?
Do you know what they did? I wasn't happy with the start of the game. I thought we were slack. We looked off it. One or two players were getting on at each other. It's something I don't really like, but sometimes that's what it takes, like, to ignite people. And I thought around the 25-minute mark, we began to settle. We got ourselves in good areas at the top. Gaz Evans has had two good chances. Brookie's had a chance that's just gone wide. And yeah, like I said, when you got Reece in there, when you got Gaz, two experienced campaigners, it's their type of game. With all due respect to, if they see balls coming thick and fast like in the air, they'll go in and defend them. Our distances were maybe a little bit off, with two screening midfield players, and once they got closer and pieces and second balls were dropping, we were able to sort of like settle and set and sort of play from there. And I think Jay Gibbs in the first half, took it by the scruff of the neck and began that, which allowed us to push Nathan and push Clive on. And second half, with the wind and with the elements, you've just got to be a little bit clever. You've got to use it to your advantage, and that's where our equalising goal come from. And yeah, like I said, I'm happy with the point. We're still on target, for the points target that we've set ourselves. And yeah, roll on next week against Denby.
I have to ask you, are you frustrated that we didn't score, earlier on during the match?
I maybe was, because I've said it before. Penn and Cork is a prime example. Teams may come to us at the Oval and sit in. We've got to be patient in our build-up play. We've also got to be relentless as well. In creating like the opportunities. And I felt it was the case today. Maybe they weren't clear-cut chances, but when you come to a place like Holyhead, when you go to places like Denby next week, and we've got Flint coming up towards the end of January, when the opportunities come about, you have to take them. It relaxes the team. It puts a different complexion on the game because you've got something to hold on to. The home sides then have got to come at you, and we've got attacking players that can hurt teams. So it's vital that you take chances. So sometimes as a manager it can be frustrating, but I suppose on the balance of play in the second half and the chances that we had, I felt the equalising goal was only a matter of time. And okay, it's come direct from a corner, but we'll take that any day of the week.
Okay, so points gained today. Next up is Denby. Another tough trip for the boys? Very
much so. It's another place that I like going to. Always a good welcome there. And they've been on an unbelievable run since they actually came to the Oval. That was probably one of our best team performances on that day. But credit to Eddie and Dan and Dewi that are there. They changed their fortunes. They picked up some great results on the way. Pitch is probably going to be similar to what it is today, heavy, and you've got to show that other side of the game. You've got to show that heart and that passion, and you've got to match it when you go to clubs like that. And they've also got good players. They've got good pace around their starting 11. And yeah, another tough game. But the position we're in, we're there to be shot at still. Denby are going to be up for it. Of course they want to be the team just like Holyhead today that wants to end our run. I think that's 14 unbeaten now for us, which is a great, great reward like for the boys' efforts. But yeah, no, looking forward to going back there. The better half might come as well because she works over in Denby, so she might be able to get some inside info for me. But no, looking forward to it, and it's going to be another tough game.
And it's New Year's Eve tomorrow night, so what's Mr Eardley going to be on? And are we going to see another video of Dino?
Dino, quite possibly, mate, quite possibly. I've been invited to a 30th stroke New Year's Eve party, and if the karaoke machine's there, then why not? But no, I know a couple of the boys are going away with family and things like that, and it's been a great year, for Carnarvon Town in general. A lot of them players in the dressing room, were part of the Welsh Cup Wonders last year, and they've been involved at the club for a while. So, they deserve, to celebrate what's been a good year for the club. I'm really looking forward to 2018. The 12, 13 games that we have remaining, and I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, it's an exciting time to be a part of the club. So,
thanks, Sean. And finally, do you have a message for the Carnarvon Town supporters?
Again today, turned up in their droves, combating the wind as well. But the supporters, since I've come in from day one, and as a manager, have been absolutely different class. The messages of support have been phenomenal, on all forms of social media. I just want to wish them all the best for 2018. They stuck with us today. We were knocking on the door, and that roar when the goal goes in, it picks everyone up. And yeah, okay, we maybe ran out of time at the end, but hopefully they'll turn out in the numbers again next week, which I'm sure they will. But no, happy New Year to all the Covey Army, all the Carnarvon Town supporters, volunteers, board members, and all the best for 2018.
Gret, diolch yn fawr chdi, Sean.
Diolch, dim problem. Diolch, Paul.